Chapter 47. I think we lost them, Vic said, peering around a tree. She, JR, and his girls had escaped out of the complex thanks to Cathro's directions. Once out, they plunged into the woods where they slipped into the shadows and hid themselves behind the trees. They waited until the security officers passed before making their way back to where they had left their speeders. You okay, kid? JR set Xena at the base of an elm tree. The moonlight filtered through the canopy and sparkled on Xena's fur. It was shinier than JR had remembered. Max had called her a silver fox. No. JR shoved those thoughts aside and concentrated on his kid. She needed him. Vix flipped on a small electric light that shed a soft blue glow on the surroundings. Xena sat under the shadow of the tree. She still clutched her shoulder, but made no other noise or movement. Let me see your shoulder. He took her arm in his hands. Xena let go of it, allowing him to examine the wound. A hole burrowed into her shoulder. No blood, though. At the power level Celeste had it on, the laser must have cauterized the wound. It's deep, Cathra said, peering over her shoulder. JR glanced at her. Maybe you should stay over there, kitten. I don't think you should be seeing this. Yikes, Vixen inhaled through her teeth. I shouldn't be seeing it. It's not that bad. Cathra kneeled close to Xena to better examine the shot. I've already scanned it and there's no infections, but we need to clean it out. Do we have some water and a clean cloth? Vix handed JR the light and retreated to her speeder. I have alcohol wipes and cotton in here. That's not going to work. Cathra shoved JR out of the way. It's too deep for alcohol. I might have to give her stitches. Never done it before, but I've read all about it. Aren't you too young to be a doctor? Vix put her hands on her hips. Practicing without a license is illegal, you know. They put little girls in jail for that. JR sighed. He didn't need Vix's attitude. Not now. Don't you have anything else we can use, Vix? Let me see. Vix rummaged through her supplies. Will this work? She held out a bottle of water and a bandana. It'll be perfect until we can get proper bandages on her. Cathra snatched it from Vic's hands. Thanks. No problem. How'd the little brat get herself shot anyway? Never mind, Vix, JR said. Fine, don't tell me anything. Vix went back to her speeder. I'll just look over all the goodies I got. You scored then? JR watched Cathra wash out the wound. Mostly schematics. Vix pulled a disc from one of her pockets. Security found me before I could get any of the prototypes. Old Max sure is into bioelectrical components. JR's ears pricked. What? I found plans for electrical sheaths, lightning generators, anti-gravity devices, even weird experiments he's conducting on fur. Vix chuckled. It's like he's trying to turn himself into a silver fox. You don't say. JR walked over to her. You were right when you said they keep the good stuff in there, Vix said. I can't wait till old Terry sees what I nabbed. Sorry, Vix. JR snatched the disc from her hands. I'll need to keep this. No way! Vix tried to snatch it back. That's worth a lot of money to me. There are more important things than money. JR stowed the disc in his pocket as he went back to Xena. Since when? Vix shouted, then devolved into muttering curses. JR approached as Cathra started to wrap the bandana around Xena's wound. It's not bad, kid. He sat beside her. You'll probably have a scar, but that's it. When your fur grows in, no one will even see it. Xena studied the makeshift bandage. She didn't utter a sound. Look, kid. JR ran both his hands over his ears. You're gonna have to tell me what Max did to you in there. I have to know how he made you electrified. I got people who can help me reverse it. He didn't do anything to me, Xena said, barely above a whisper. What are you talking about? Cathra tied a knot in the bandana. You electrocuted that guy. I saw you. Xena fingered her dressing. Can we go home now, please? JR lifted her chin to face him. We're not going anywhere until you tell us what went on in there. Xena averted her eyes. Her mouth pinched shut. No matter what he did to you, you can tell me. JR tilted to see her face. It's not your fault. He didn't do anything to me, okay? Xena gazed at her hands. He took blood from me and made me do some physicals, but that's it. Everything else was me, and I almost killed him. She buried her face in her hands. JR patted her back. I don't know what he told you, but... Daddy, don't you get it? Xena shouted. I'm a freak. He didn't make me this way. I was the one making the electricity short out back home. It happens when I get mad or scared. JR glanced at Cathra. Her mouth dropped open. Xena, be reasonable. You want proof? Watch this. Xena held her hand out. Her fingers tensed and shifted, and her other hand clenched into her fist. A glowing ball materialized in her open hand and grew until it was the size of a softball. It's pure electricity. I've been hiding it because I didn't want you to get rid of me. I don't want you to stop loving me. That's why Max wanted my book. Cathra grabbed JR's sleeve. He took my book on silver foxes, Mr. JR. That's why. What are you all talking about? JR jerked his head around. Vic stood behind him, her hand raised to pick his pocket. Enough, you two. JR swung around to face Vix. We can talk when you get home. Forget it, JR. I can catch a hint. Vix molded back to her speeder. Now I understand why you won't let me keep the loot, so I'll leave Daddy to deal with his kitties. JR caught the speeder's handle before she could drive off. Don't tell anyone about this. Who would believe me? Vix shoved his hands off. She sped off without another word. I know you too well, Vix. JR stayed after her. When money's involved, you got no sense. Come on, you two. We better get home. Xena held her wounded arm. You want me to come home with you? Why wouldn't I? I thought you wouldn't want to bother with me anymore. Ah, get over yourself, kid. Come on, Cat. Cathra was already on the speeder. JR watched his kid walk to the speeder. By the way, kid, is it just me or have you been calling me Daddy? Xena stiffened and her ears flattened. Have I? Oops, do you mind? Nah, it's better than Mr. JR anyway. JR mounted the speeder. I didn't bring the platform, so you're going to have to be a little uncomfortable. It's okay. Xena sat behind Cathra and stretched her arms around her sister to hold to his waist. I don't mind, Daddy. I want to call you Daddy, too. Cathra bounced on the speeder seat. Can I? JR stifled a smile. No one's stopping you. He started the speeder. Xena leaned her head on his back. I love you, Mr. JR. You mean Daddy, Cathra said, also leaning her head against his back. And that was the sweetest sensation JR had ever experienced.